Hello and welcome back to the Seaside 2E Mix Tournament. This is the bracket stage, and I am playing against Derpa, who I know I played a while ago, but I don't remember whether that was in League or in some other tournament. Might have been either or both. Anyway, this is a 16-person bracket, or well, I think it's less than 16 players, but I don't know. It's there's at least 9 players because I'm the 8th seed and Derpa is the 9th seed. There's more than that, I know, but I don't remember how many exactly. And the format is first to 2.5 wins takes the match. If we end up tied at 2.5, then whoever went second in the last game wins the match. So, looking at this board, we have no trashing. We do have some draw. We don't have any villages, though. That's actually pretty annoying. Okay. So we're gonna want to play with Wharf as our terminal, I would imagine, and then I guess we're gonna probably want to get some, like, treasuries and treasures, I suppose. Get some caravans. Probably old map is good, but I don't know that the rest of the voyages or odysseys rather are going to be any good. Do we need to open with silver? Do we want to open with silver? I think we don't really want to add any terminals to the Dectan Wharf. Like, if we think, oh, we can, like, maybe we end up, like, saving a wharf every turn or something, but, like, I don't want to. Then I just get, like, a third wharf or something. I don't really want any other terminals. So what I'm wondering is, like, I could open, like, Caravan Old Map. Try to avoid adding any silver for the moment. Or I could go Silver Old Map. I'd rather the 3-4, and then I could save card. I mean, I guess I could save and take a Haven, but I don't know if that's very good. Caravan in the opening is certainly not very exciting. We do want to be able to hit Wharf. I think I'm going to. Let's save and buy a silver. The save doesn't really do anything unless we decide we want to pursue instead of buying anything, which could be correct. So we could pursue silver. If we pursue silver, we have six cards in there. Worst case scenario, we see 4 coppers, we toss them, and we top deck Silver Estate, which is not amazing. It's much more likely that we would toss the estate. It's like, I guess the question is, like, how much of a given is it that lets us hit 5? Oh, yeah, if you have 3-4, you could also save and immediately buy a wharf. That's not bad either. That is for sure not bad. Wait, no, these are all coppers. So if we pursue copper, worst case scenario is we top deck silver copper. Oh no, wait, there's 5, and there's 5 cards because we saved one. Right. So we are guaranteed to either top deck silver or top deck silver copper, one of the two. Is that better than just getting, like, an old map into our deck, or getting a second silver? We might want a second silver anyway. Well, we do also get to save. I mean, we save an estate, but that does make it really, really likely that we hit. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And we could pursue copper, but that seems kind of silly. Like, to leave the coppers on top. We could also take the Haven. That's still pretty likely for us to be hitting 5. think I'm going to go for that. Wow. Okay. Okay, so we're going to hit 5 next turn. If we save now, we'll be able to save an estate next turn too. So I think I will do that and take an old map. I guess what we're actually doing is setting aside an estate with this haven rather than saving one, but whatever. I definitely got the worst draws here between having the 4-3 rather than the 3-4, and then derpa top decking Wharf and me top decking all 2 of my estates. Altogether an unfortunate situation. I do have a haven that my opponent doesn't have. Very exciting. We both have an old map. I don't think it makes any sense to rotate here unless you just sort of want to try to bait me into buying Voyage. Because I really think Voyage is bad here, and Sunken Treasure also seems bad. Distant Shore, I mean, late in the game would be fine to pick up, but not exciting. All right. We're definitely gonna save this estate. Question is, do we take a third wharf or do we take a treasury? We are going to be putting a wharf into our shuffle. We don't draw it with the wharf here. I think I'm gonna take the treasury. Well, maybe caravan is actually better. Yeah, I think that's probably actually the case. Okay, that's actually really good. So now we can save and buy caravan again. I think that's what I want to do. The wharf we just played, I guess, is going to miss the shuffle, but it should be a pretty short shuffle. There's an argument for taking a third wharf now because of that, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And we can always save the wharf. It's almost like a triple geared thing, except more complicated. You rotate just because you don't want me to get another old map, or do you actually want these cards? Or just for funsies? Wow. That is like an amazing draw. But there's silver? I mean, I guess that's fine. I guess I will rotate these because I do want to get back to old map. Okay. So we're definitely going to save the wharf. And then I think we're going to take another haven. And another caravan. We could take a treasury, but I think I prefer the caravan. Once we're drawing a little bit better, we'll start adding some treasuries. I mean, it could be better to just take golds, I guess. I don't know. Caravan, sure. This... What I wanted to do is find my other wharf and haven that, but I guess... Ah! We got there. Okay. So we can do save, caravan, haven. We probably do need some more money in our deck, but we're still not quite drawing decks, so I think I'm pretty okay with... Like, we didn't find our silver, right? So I think I'm pretty okay with not adding the payload just yet. Well, I guess now my opponent gets to take the last old map. And not that there was really anything I could... Oh, okay. What? You're just being rude. Okay, so we have a wharf set aside, right? So we know we're going to haven a wharf this turn, too. Still don't quite draw because we bottom decked the old map. Although we do have all of our money, we just missed an estate. So yeah, let's go save old map, double caravan. And now we're gonna start taking some more payload. I think we each have 5 caravans. Oh, we might as well do this. We still cannot draw everything. Damn it! Um, I really would like to save this caravan. Should I? I think so. And then I think we go treasury silver is fine. Might be time to start green, just about time to start greening. Getting to double province here is going to be really slow. Require a lot of treasuries. I don't know that it's worth waiting for that. Like right now, I have 12 coins in my deck. My opponent has 13. Basically, I have a treasury instead of a silver. So, but it's, you know, the ability to draw all of those coins at once is obviously part of the issue. Surely you take treasury on 5, right? I mean, it's got to be the best card. Unless you want to pursue, I guess. You could take double Haven, I suppose. Even silver seems too ambitious to me. You're not gonna draw well enough for that to really work. We had 2 caravans in play. We're playing 2 caravans this turn. Not too bad. Well, it's got to be correct to discard a state here. Okay. Go ahead and rotate again, and then they'll rotate away, whatever. Maybe they'll only find one of their old maps, though, or something. Did not find the other wharf. Versus curses. Obviously, we can save it. It's not a huge problem. Should we just go double treasury? I think so. I want to maintain the more or less deck control that I have. It's not it's not a very fast payload ramp, but we draw our deck this turn, we can consider like province treasury. We should have 14 coins. I mean, still save. Take the last old map. Very rude. Very rude. So they're going to have more total money in their deck if they can get to all of it. But getting to all of it is going to be the trick. Well, at this point, there's no reason to rotate. Oh, whoops. Almost did that wrong. Oh, we have a caravan that we didn't. Very well. All right, so yeah, I think if we go province treasury, we aren't gonna have as good of a turn next turn. Like that's definitely the case, but I really don't see our opponent like actually being able to use those golds to double province too much. So, I mean, it would another option. This is all of our money. We didn't save. Like if we go double treasury haven, that would help. We could also go gold treasury haven, and we do have the money. Maybe that makes more sense. Although we are first player, getting a jump on the points might be a good idea. How much trouble will I be in if I don't do that and then they province? If I go treasury gold haven, 15, 18 coins in my deck. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I don't know. I'm not confident that that's correct, but it is really too bad that we only got the one caravan into play. Having the one caravan saved is pretty similar to having it in play, granted, but we would have saved some other cards, so not as good. So they don't quite draw through. They do have enough for double province. They don't have enough for double province plus. They do have 4 of their caravans in play, no havens though. And somehow I draw much worse than my opponent. Cool. It probably doesn't make sense to set aside econ here because I don't know what I'm gonna draw. Like I could draw a caravan or something. But I could also draw coppers, so I don't know how much money I'm gonna have, so not great. Alright, we're gonna single province, obviously, because we don't really have a choice in the matter. It's not actually clear whether we should keep caravan or old map. But I think like old map is slightly better next turn, maybe more than slightly. But caravan is better to make sure that we get into play. All right, and now So what do we have down here? We have our third wharf, 2 caravans, 3 coppers. Does make pursue less appealing. We could take a duchy already, or we could take like Secret Passage Haven. I think I want, or we could take another gold. Our draw's only going to get worse. I want Passage Haven. Okay. So our opponent should have a pretty weak next turn. We're going to need to take a duchy this turn. Or 2. Almost certainly. Because we probably... I mean, we could probably risk double province here with them only having 1 caravan in play. And 1 haven. Because they're just not realistically going to hit double province next turn. I don't imagine myself caring one way or not the other about Distant Shore. We really did not find those treasuries. Man alive. Okay, this was like... Why am I drawing worse? This is really annoying. We didn't find that secret passage. We didn't find most of our treasuries. I mean, we gotta buy province. That seems clear. We set aside 3 cards. We played 3 caravans, 3 caravans? 3 caravans and a wharf. I mean, we should have a really good next turn. If we assume for the sake of argument that our opponent takes province duchy, like the fact that we can't even take a duchy is so pathetic. And like, I don't know, it's just really... Where are the treasuries? Like I'm actually wondering if I'm meant to take double estate here. I think I might be. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Like, I'm down by 9 points right now. If they take province duchy, I'm down by 18. I take double province next turn. I'm now down by 6, and I still need double duchy to tie, and yeah, that can't happen. I don't have anywhere near that money. If I take double estate here, then I would be down by 4, and I would need province, duchy, double estate, which is still completely out of my reach. So I gotta play for a longer game than that, I suppose, which probably means... Maybe it means I'm meant to take double duchy. I don't know, but... I mean, maybe I take 1 estate, or maybe I just take another haven. I'm gonna need 2 more turns, minimum. Ugh, this is really frustrating. Like, my deck should be drawing better, not worse, my opponent. But I think I'm going to take the estate. Fortunately, I think I kind of have to, because my coins are somewhat limited. The reason to potentially take double duchy there instead of province is that just so that the province pile lowers more slowly. But yeah, we bottom decked 3. We saw all 3 of our estates. Well, we saw all of our green cards. We bottom decked 3 treasuries, a secret passage, and a silver. It's all very bad. You're rotating to distant shore. I don't know why you would buy that over duchy at this point, though. I mean, I guess it's probably about equivalent, but okay. Just rotate 3 times, sure. Okay, they can't hit province duchy. That's good. They certainly should buy province, and I assume they will. They might counter with the estate by, let's see, they played 2 caravans, no havens, and a wharf. So again, their turn is not going to be so great, probably. See if they take the estate. I don't think I would in their position. So I'll just be looking to get as many duchies as possible this turn. Don't think that can matter. Evening the wharf has got to be better than decking it with secret passage. Now, so we've seen all of our treasuries at this point. So down here we have a copper. We have another province. Another silver. 2, 3, 4, 5 caravans. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably another haven. Yeah, I think it's so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're already hitting. I think it's got to be bottom deck the estate and hope that we find like another, yeah, haven. Okay. Although 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're going for triple duchy. We don't need the copper. We especially don't need the copper if we find the silver. We need the copper for save purposes, though, if we don't find the silver. We know we have silver. What's the other card down here? Oh, the other province. Right. So we are guaranteed to draw silver province, which means we want to. I mean, we could pursue. Is pursuing better than setting aside a money card? Probably not. So 11, 12, 13, 14, so 16. We can set aside the silver. If we can't buy, yeah, we only have 3 buys anyway, so yeah, we can't buy an estate with the duchies. Okay. We did top deck an estate, which is obviously not ideal, but what can you do? Would it have been better to set aside copper and pursue it off the top? I don't think so, but maybe set aside estate and then save and pursue it off the top. I don't know. Maybe. I could believe it. Ugh, that's too much money. I don't like it. Havens are low too, which means if they go Province Duchy and we go Triple Duchy again, then there's a Haven pile out. I need Province Double Duchy. It's like no way I get to that, right? I mean, I guess I could. Never mind. Never freaking mind. Man. Draws this game. Well, we can't even afford Triple Duchy, so what does it matter? And they actually have more duration draw. I don't understand how, like, with the extra 3 treasures in their deck, they've been able to draw as efficiently as I have, more or less. Like, maybe they haven't quite, but it seems like they have. I don't understand it. This might put them at half VP. Like, if I take 12 points, yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. I should have been able to have better turns than my opponent, and I just wasn't. I just wasn't. Like, I could have understood losing the game being close and then losing because I was, like, down by, like, you know, a province or a duchy, but I don't understand how they were able to, like, actually like, their deck was anything maybe outperforming mine. Very confusing. Alright, so research and develop, so we do have some trashing here, not exactly the most inspiring of trashing, but certainly a lot better than last game. What we don't have... well, no, we've got some draw. Farming village gear. What we don't have is plus buy. There is develop for gains. It's always very confusing. We're gonna want to open with research. We're fine with buying cheap stuff, right? Because you just buy a bunch of supplies. So that's thing. Previous turn wasn't yours. Previous turn wasn't yours. So if you play with Outpost and Voyage, you have to play them both on your main turn in order to have them actually do anything. Voyage doesn't seem good to me. Yeah, well, there is Gamble, I suppose, but that has anti-synergy with supplies. And I don't know what you're gambling for here. Gamble would, in the right circumstances, be good with Voyage, but yeah, I don't know what you do. There's delay, so I guess what you could do is like delay a bunch of stuff, and then you get to play it because it's not from your hand. But I mean, why not just play that stuff on your main turn? I don't really see the impact there. So I don't think Voyage is super relevant. I don't know that Outpost really is either, but it might be. Yeah, no, it probably is. I mean, Outpost is kind of the plus buy, I guess. And there's enough draw. I think you can make Outpost work. I don't think Voyage is going to be good. Okay, so I'm thinking we open. Oh, I was thinking Dungeon, but actually there's Gear, right? So we should open Gear Research, not Dungeon Research. Oh, there's the pouch, right? Okay, so there's a bit of plus buy. Outpost, I still think Outpost will be good, but that does increase the amount of building we can do. I guess you could argue for develop over research here. Like getting to top deck at 3 cost is actually pretty good, but I think I'm just gonna go with the research. Well, okay then. Guess research is gonna miss the shuffle. Huzzah. I think I want. Another gear. More than I want of supplies. I think next 3 cost we take is Dungeon. But right now I guess we take Farming Village, although that's kind of awkward. Just gonna miss the shuffle. Well, looks like we're gonna get to find out whether Voyage is any good here. With supply, there's huge anti-synergy with supplies. That doesn't make any sense to me. We're not really doing much with the farming village right now, right? What we really want. So we set aside Copper Estate. What we really want is to get like an outpost. I guess to play outpost and gear, though, we do need farming village. Okay. Might as well take that now. Okay, so 6 coins. Not enough for supplies outpost, which is what I wanted. I am going to grab the outpost. You might want to pay attention to if there's an opportunity to pick up distant shore, I might actually be interested in that because it we can research the estates. I mean, granted, right now we might want to be trashing coppers, but after we finish trashing the estates, which we are not really particularly close to doing. Like, what are you gonna do on this voyage turn? You're just gonna like delay a horse, I guess. I don't get it. I will. Sunken treasure. Sunken treasure can only gain actions, which means it can't gain supplies, which is pretty sad. Okay, what are we? Didn't find the frickin' research. We're definitely setting aside one estate. We need to start ramping our payload. We can do that by just buying double supplies. Maybe that's the way to go. I think this should be fine. I want to grab a dungeon now, or another gear. We could also gamble. We hit the gear, that's not ideal. It's not terrible. It's kind of good. Alright, let's do that. I guess we do this. We need to get another farming village, probably. Farming village supplies. Okay, we cannot spend all this money. And we can't usefully gamble. So, what do we want to buy here? Like, we could buy Sunken Treasure. I don't think it's going to be very good, though. We could just take a gold, I guess. I mean, there's not a lot of payload to be had here. I think I will do that. We can research our last estate this turn. If I take Distant Shore, I probably should take another research, actually. so that we can thin coppers and research states at the same time. Our opponent has not played that Voyage very much. It's they played it once. Rip gear. At least we found the pouch. Oh, we didn't find the frickin' outpost. Distant Shore Research? Farming Village can also skip the estates, which could be kind of anti-synergistic with the research, depending, but it won't skip Distant Shore, though. That's nice. I would like to get some more gears as well. Maybe that gold was a mistake. I don't know. Maybe I should have just taken a draw card. See that. Well, you can't play Outpost. I mean, you're not going to see the Outpost this turn tonight, so I guess it doesn't matter. I should definitely look at getting some dungeons too, because like if we take it multiple Distant Shores, which we may well want to, then we can't like trash the estates fast enough, probably. So yeah, I mean, gear, dungeon, those are both good adds to the deck. What a waste of the research draw to have it on the distant or on the Voyage turn. Sad stuff. Double delay of the horses is not bad, though. I mean, it's good. It's quite good. No. Come on. Come on. Alright, well, it's got to be Outpost. I think I am just going to go ahead and take another Distant Shore while I've got the opportunity, because who knows when my opponent's going to rotate. Let's go ahead and set aside... Well, do we even want to trigger a shuffle at this point? What do we have down there? We have a research, we have a bunch of supplies, a bunch of coppers, another Distant Shore, another gear? I mean... So, like, what I'm thinking about is we set aside Distant Shore... No, that doesn't work. No, I think I am going to trigger the shuffle. This could be a mistake, but... I want to take the last one. I kind of do. I should probably take, like, Gear Dungeon. The plus buy. Yeah, I definitely would have liked to draw the gear. I was also thinking about researching the gold, and then I forgot to actually do it. Whoops. Interesting that they rotated off of Distant Shore. We do have another, which we do have another one of those down here. We can. Well, we're not going to see our. We have another research down here too. I guess we're probably just going to be researching a copper. Wow, did your deck? I guess the double delayed versus. What card are you even gaining here? I guess Dungeon. Haven, or Tracker. Develop, but Dungeon. You took the outpost turn first because you had the gear set aside. I guess that, yeah, that probably makes sense. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter because you're likely to set aside again. Files aren't super low, but they're kind of low. And there is the Distant Shore, like, siphoning off the estates, so that's a thing to watch for sure. Really get why you want that many extra supplies, but okay. Farming village? Hmm. Yeah, I shouldn't have triggered the shuffle. I might actually just buy a duchy here. I think I will. There should not be any guarantee that our opponent has another good turn, but they do. Should make it a lot harder for them to actually pile out. Because there's not so many buys, and they only have the one distant shore, so they can't get that many estates. Well, I guess if they get all the estates, they do win. So I don't really actually know why I took the duchy. Okay, good job, me. It might set me up for a pile out. Over the course of my regular turn and my outpost turn, I can empty the estates now. In theory, they could pile out. It's just it should be hard to do for them. I do think I under invested in draw a little bit, although I don't know. I have about as much draw as my opponent. And I should be a little bit thinner. I guess the second research doesn't look very good right now. I should have either not triggered that shuffle or researched the gold. One of the two. That was bad. If I get another turn, then I think I'll be fine. But if I don't, that'll be why. Because I should have, like, I basically guaranteed that I wasn't going to see my outpost, which was a bad thing to do. Okay, no Voyage turn, so they're not piling. Province would be pretty reasonable. Not by itself enough to defend against me piling, but still. They didn't set anything aside with the gear, but they did with the research, so I guess that's kind of a wash. That, okay, so now, well, we have to see what they buy this turn. If they can buy another province, then there's very little chance for me to win over my next turn, which is actually pretty problematic. Because they're going to be in a really good position to win. If they can't province, even if they can duchy, I'll be in good shape. Do they have the gold? No, but they still have 8. Wow. That, I feel like, was an unreasonably good draw. Yeah, I might need to take a develop myself so that I can take the gears that way, although it might not be good enough, but... Oh boy. Kind of like to keep this estate around, although maybe at this point we would just research. We find it. Okay, so what we need to do, we have the other distant shore down there. 5, 9, 10, 11. So we kind of don't want to set anything aside, right? Like what we want to do is we want to buy province gear this turn and then do it again. 2 provinces. 2 more estates gets us to 11. Actually, we don't need a province twice. Okay. So maybe we do set aside the coppers. Or the province. We get 8 more points, we're tied. So we need to get a duchy. Over the course of the next 2 turns, we need to empty the estates and get province, duchy, double gear. We only have 2 buys each turn though, so I guess we do kind of need to take a gear this turn. All right, so let's not set aside then. Okay, good. We found the research. So we're going to research the research for sure. 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Oh, crap. Do we... Wait. I thought I had... 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't have enough. I needed to see that... Oh, great. Oh, great. I needed to see my distant shore so I could redraw some copper. Well, given... Okay, so what we do is we buy duchy gear this turn, for which we need 8 coins. 4, 5, 7, 8. Yeah, we have to... Okay, so we set aside double copper. Search the research. Play the outpost. We definitely do have the money to buy province gear. We have to find the other distant shore, which isn't ideal, but hopefully the extra... We obviously discard the estates. The extra draw here is enough to get us through. Perfect. Looking good. Yeah, okay. We got there. Oh. We are guaranteed go to a game 4. I'm not really sure if I played that game better than derpa, or if I just... I don't know. It felt like it was pretty tactical ending. I mean, I guess they probably shouldn't have pushed piles, but... Okay, so... Goat herd is the only trashing. Do we want... The only village is Mastermind. And the only way to get plus actions off of Mastermind is to Mastermind Patrician, Warehouse, or Emporium or Goat Herd. There is innovation, so like Artisan can be non-terminal. We're going to want to pick up an Artisan, I imagine. What I'm wondering is whether we should take Cut Purse. I think I'm gonna do that. Payload is gonna be awkward here because Corsair can kill treasures and there's not much payload other than that. Like there's just not that much terminal space to play Corsairs and Cut Purses. I guess Emporiums, you know, provide a bit, but not too much. So this might be... Oh. But also there's no plus buy, so we don't need too many coins. Okay. Yeah, so we're just gonna want some dens. And like, we probably will play with Corsair, but it's not essential to get a ton of coins. We will probably want to play with Mastermind. Just like Masterminding patrols or something will be good enough to be something we want to do. Although, well, with dens, I mean, I guess maybe not. I don't know. Second Goat Herd here seems not necessary to me. I think I'm just gonna take, well, I could take a Courtyard. I think I am gonna take a Silver. This is definitely gonna be a den. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go Innovation if and when we hit 6, and then we're gonna go Artisan after that, so that we can innovate the Artisan. Because, like, I mean, innovating the card that we play with Artisan is obviously really good, but not having to draw the Artisan is also really good. So, you know. Top decking the Cut Purse here is quite nice. We blocked our opponent from hitting 5, and maybe we'll do it again. So the issue with my plan to buy Innovation right now is that we won't get any value out of it next turn. We have Goat Herd and 4 coppers down there, which is definitely not very exciting. It might be better to do Pursue Den and then take Innovation later. We can pursue the Goat Herd. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Oh, and we get to draw with the Goat Herd this turn. Very cool. Okay, this is fine. We'll just take another Den. And at some point here, we're going to hit 6 with a Den in hand, and then that will be the time for Innovation. like right now. Although, still think about, so we have those those 6 cards are 3 coppers, an estate, a goat herd, and a den. Coppers, estate, goat herd, den. There is a good chance that our opponent plays goat herd this turn, which means we will get to draw a card off the goat herd. Whatever. I mean, even if we don't get to innovate, it's fine. I mean, let us just say, even if we don't get to leverage the innovation here. Actually didn't play the goat herd, which is pretty surprising. We could take a courtyard, but I don't think there's any reason to. Like, we have a bunch of money down there. We're going to get to innovate our artisans, so I think I'm just going to take another silver. Again, don't play goat herd. Where did your goat herd go? This has got to be pursue something, right? I mean, I guess your next hand could be so good you don't want to pursue, but it'd be surprising. A courtyard. They do have. I guess I only have 1 silver down there. Right? We each have 2 silvers. Maybe I don't have 2 silvers. Maybe I only have the 1. No, I do. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna innovate the artisan. And we're gonna gain another den. Taking this estate, and maybe we get to trash it next turn. I'm playing cut purse every turn now. We could artisan for patrician or goat herd. The thing about that is then I have to buy den. Maybe that's okay though. I think I'll artisan for patrician. It's kind of a weak play. If we draw the goat herd, though, that's pretty good. If we draw a den, that's obviously pretty good. Hey, if we draw both, that's even better. Wait, before I just mindlessly top that copper, you didn't trash a card. So we're not going to draw with the goat herd. So what do we have? 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we don't need the silver. We can pursue pursue den and buy den. I mean, I guess it just doesn't matter. Yeah, basically, I just want to get all the dens. And so there's an argument there that I should have just top decked the cut person, taken 2 dens there. But I did draw a den, so I think it, you know, I think that was, and the goat herd, and I got to trash the estate. So I mean, I think it was reasonable. Okay, well, doesn't make a lot of sense to buy a den here, does it? We could go ahead and take a second artisan. We could also take a mastermind and innovate that. For Corsair. Corsair is +2 coins now. And then we can pursue Artisan. We don't really need to pursue Artisan. It's more about getting the other stuff off the top of the deck. So do we want the Corsair in our deck? I think I'm going to take the Mastermind. Like, we're guaranteed to be able to Mastermind Artisan, which has got to be pretty good. In fact, we can take Oriums. Or, well, we could... have 5 action cards in play, so we'll have 2. So maybe that's... Maybe we go triple... Maybe we triple the Patrician instead. Though, well... We could just take a bunch of dens and not mess with this just yet. And another mastermind. Yeah, 2 dens and a mastermind certainly seems reasonable. Although, we may end up drawing into a bunch of the dens we already have, in which case taking those extra dens doesn't do as much. We've got 3 of them in play, so we can't see that many. I guess we could see 2. We have to top deck 3 cards. We can top deck, like, Patrician, or sorry, card, den, card, and then know that we're going to draw the den. Yeah, alright. So we're gonna Artisan, gaining a Mastermind, innovating it, top decking a copper, and we're gonna gain a den, top deck a den, and then we're gonna gain a den and top deck copper. Trash a copper. Oh, we drew the copper. How about that? It might be time to province, actually. Yeah, I can definitely see that being the case. We somehow managed not to see any action cards. That would be kind of funny. Because I don't actually want to mastermind the mastermind. That's just like overkill. It doesn't really do much. I think I'm very good shape in this game. Anticipating maybe now it would be good to innovate Corsair. Assuming we're not going to do like innovate, I don't know, patrician so that we can get. Well, I guess we can always. You can always. Yeah, you can. You don't have to innovate the first thing. We have a lot of Dens of Sin. It's 7. It's amazing. Okay, so you just mastermind the artisan again. Taking a 5th den here, like playing 5 dens this turn doesn't seem optimal, but if we'd have artisan for den, artisan for, maybe we just artisan for patrician and then see where we are. Although, no, we artisan for den. We top deck it. Artisan for Corsair, top deck it. Artisan for patrician. No, I don't want to uncover this pile and not be able to take a bunch of them at once. That's the main issue that I'm looking at right now. We can do the draw, but yeah, it would have been really nice if we saw the patrician already here and we could have just masterminded that. But I still think we want to mastermind the artisan. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should. Did you trash a card? No. Gain the den. Top deck it. Gain. How much does it matter if my opponent gets like 3 or 4 Emporiums? It might matter. I guess we could also take a patrol, but just take the damn patrician. Or we just take patrician, Emporium, and don't worry about the fact that we don't get points for them. Because at least, yeah, maybe that is actually the play. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Patrician. Don't innovate it. Top deck Den. Take Emporium. Innovate it. Top deck Den. Take Emporium. Top deck Den. Buy Emporium. So now at most they get 2 more points than I did, and it's very hard for them to actually do that because they have to like gain the first Emporium while they have 4 other actions in play. And since they only have 1 Denizen in play, they may well not be seeing their Artisan. Although they didn't play it last turn, so they probably do. Well, yeah, they probably see it. I think it's still correct for them to take the Emporiums to deny me the points, but you know, that's fine. Take Den Emporium Emporium or Den Emporium something and then buy the Emporium. Either way. I wonder if I should have been trying harder to get to Province that turn. I was looking at the 5 coins I had in hand and thinking, you know, meh, whatever. And I mean, as it played out, like I did end up, you know, taking multiple Emporiums, which was some of the better payload I could have added anyway, but maybe there's a world where I hit 8. I don't know how important it would have been. Probably not very. I guess it's also possible that I shouldn't just like auto click like play all the Dens of Sin, because in theory you could want to play Artisan in the middle so that you can draw the cards with Artisan. Not, I mean, the net effect should be more or less the same. Probably that's never correct. Maybe there's some situation where it is. Like, it's hard for me to think of what that might be, but really innovate the mastermind. Like, there's no... Can't think of a reason you wouldn't. Unless you, like, don't care about playing it for some reason. So I think this turn we are going to be looking to add a Corsair, probably. We'll certainly take the last Emporium if derpa doesn't, but I think it's a safe assumption that they will take it. We're also actually closing in on a pileout with Masterminded Artisan. I don't know that there's so much you can really do to take advantage of that situation just yet. But in theory, like, you know, 2 turns of Artisan gaining triple Mastermind would end the game. Obviously, we're not going to want to gain triple Mastermind, though. Probably not going to want to gain another Mastermind at all. Probably. I guess innovating an Artisan to gain a Mastermind and putting a second Mastermind into play so that the next turn, in theory, if we draw well enough, we could pile out, like, is something we could consider doing, but I doubt it's worth, like, the tempo loss of actually doing that. So you didn't innovate anything? I don't understand. I mean, maybe it doesn't... Oh, you wanted to innovate an Artisan? Okay. Well, guess that lets you top deck the Emporium. I don't know. It seems kind of odd, but whatever. Okay, so... So we can do triple Artisan, or we can just keep it simple and do triple Emporium. Triple Emporium is going to let us almost certainly draw... In fact, no, it's guaranteed that we see all of our dens. Well, we only have one more down there, but still. We'll definitely be able to afford Province. We can still innovate a Corsair. We'll be able to play all of our terminals. Yeah, I think that's all good. We don't need all of this money, so we can top deck an Emporium. I guess we could also choose to innovate a second Mastermind. The advantage of that is that it gives us terminals. Yeah, you know what? I think that actually is going to be correct. Well, it doesn't even have to be the card that we innovate, but I guess since we only get to gain So many cards anyway. Might as well be. As to say, there was nothing else for us to innovate. I don't think we needed the action, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, this turn, that means we can mastermind the artisan. If our opponent gains one more mastermind, we can win the game this turn. Like, sorry, we can mastermind the Emporium and the artisan. So we get plus actions and we can get 3 gains off the artisan. The point. You triple played Patrician. Okay. You're not gaining another mastermind, obviously. That's fine. We can gain another mastermind this turn then, and then we threaten to just win regardless of what our opponent does. So, I mean, this is assuming we see the artisan. Well, no, we don't need to triple play the artisan for that to be the case. Never mind. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Yeah, this might actually be pretty close to guaranteed at this point because we have good enough draw. We're going to draw 6 cards from Den, another 3 cards from Emporium, so that's 9. We don't have that many stop cards down there. A province, 4 Dens. Oh, you did take a mastermind. Okay, well, now should be able to just win. Oh, never mind. I was assuming they would buy. No? You're not going to buy province? I feel like you need to buy province. I mean, you can gain. Well, even if we ignore. And we didn't find the artisan. Cool. Well, alright. That's pretty unfortunate. I mean, there's no path to victory for our opponent that I can see. Even if they like double innovate artisan for, or double mastermind artisan for 6 duchies, they can't get enough to end the game. So anyway, we might as well play Emporium 3 times. I mean, I guess we could attack 3 times with Cut Purse, but whatever. I mean, maybe I want to actually have a Patrician on top rather than an Emporium on top. Like, I don't really need the money, and it would have gone further to find my artisan. So I guess I'll do that. Yeah, there's no reason for us not to take another mastermind that I can see. Like, even if they take 3 masterminds and 3 duchies in a province, they're still behind. Gains just aren't there. If they had bought a province, then it might have actually been dangerous for me to take another mastermind. And I might have needed to take a duchy. Maybe? I don't know. It doesn't matter. They didn't. Who cares? Like, maybe there was a world where with the right play from my opponent, the fact that I didn't draw my artisan there was, like, to pair with the mastermind, I mean, was game losing. Maybe. Because, like, if I take a duchy and they artisan for all the duchies, but they do have to buy a duchy, right? So, like, they still only get to 21 or to 23 points if I have a duchy on top of my province. That is a tie. But then they can't empty the masterminds. Oh, I guess they don't have to at that point. Right, right. So that part doesn't matter. But yeah, so if they had bought province, maybe they needed to do the pursue in order to be able to top deck the two artisans, but I don't think they did. Although, they didn't have the second mastermind. That's why they needed to do it. Yeah, because they couldn't have even gotten right. So there was no real path there then. Yeah, I suspect that a win is guaranteed for me at this point. I'm not positive, but as I've been adding these provinces, I've actually probably net gained deck control by having the extra masterminds and having the copper trashing. So okay, let's empty the duchies, I guess. Yeah. That is me masterminded. Alright, so we potentially can wrap this up in the next game. If derpa wins. Well, if we tie, then I advance. Otherwise, derpa wins, we will go to a game 5. No trashing. Haunted Woods. Oh boy. There is a lot of duration draw. There's no villages. Oh, no, wait, there's Ghost Town. Okay. Oh, but there's Haunted Woods. Ah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah. So it's unfortunate because I would very much like to play with Highwayman, but I think we have to play with Haunted Woods because it counters Ghost Town. I mean, it's not totally out of the question to take a Ghost Town or two because there is some sifting, but it's probably not great. Oh, hey, we have Magic Lamp too. Okay. So, So I think I'm going to open Silver and actually probably Secret Passage, as much as that may seem ridiculous, because for lamp popping purposes, it should be quite a nice card to have. Although maybe Warehouse is better. If we see it on turn 3, it sure is. If we see it on turn 4, not so much. Although it does create a short shuffle, or a Secret Passage just sort of acts as a cantrip. Yeah, maybe Warehouse is better. I want to get an Astrolabe too, but I think I want to hit 5, right? I think I probably will take a Highwayman as first 5 if I hit it quickly enough, even though ultimately we're not going to be able to play it over Haunted Woods, because like part of the reason is just because we probably won't be able to play Haunted Woods every turn anyway. In fact, yeah, we almost certainly won't, because we just won't have enough draw. We won't be thin enough. I want to say, I think derpa is from Australia, and I want to makes me want to sing like "Who Can It Be Now?" Because that's the Men at Workers Australian band, and I'm now imagining like the music video for that song is very funny. I'm imagining derpa like freaking out about somebody knocking on their door. But I don't think I have a good way to make the joke in chat, or to like make the reference in chat without it being a drawn out thing. So I guess I won't. Anyway, okay, if you have a 5/2, that's really good, and I'm jealous. Although I wouldn't have taken Tracker. In fact, yeah, I'm never taking Tracker on this board. I guess if you overlook the Haunted Woods thing, you might be looking at like Ghost Town and thinking, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that makes me more inclined to take Warehouse if I wasn't already. Now I will take a secret passage. And then the hope would be... Well, I guess... Oh, we have the pouch now. Okay. Oh, great. We could pursue and then buy patrician, or rather do it the other way around, so that we get this estate off our deck. That's probably what we should do. That's got to be better than secret passage. Pursue silver or warehouse? That... That... I think warehouse. Okay, well. That worked out. So we could squirrel the warehouse and buy a secret passage here. That would do more to increase our... Like, can we pop lamp with that, in theory? Warehouse, copper, silver, pouch, patrician, secret passage. We could. We could. I think that's worth going for. Is like, if we play the warehouse... I mean, we definitely could end up hitting 5, but we've got to get through another shuffle before we get to take advantage of that. And the squirrel draw should enable us to hit 5 next turn anyway. We're gonna see. I mean, not being able to actually play the warehouse is going to... Like, the squirrel is a little bit worse than playing warehouse, arguably, for popping lamp, because you just like see fewer cards. But we would have no guarantee of seeing the warehouse next turn anyway. It's tricky. I mean, if we do play the warehouse... Like, worst case scenario for this turn is we draw 3 estates. No, we can't draw 3 estates. 2 estates. We draw 2 estates and a copper. We still only hit 4. But we have cycled past all the estates at that point, so it's not so bad. Oh, wait, no, what am I talking about? If we draw 2 estates and a copper, we're guaranteed to hit 5 if we play the warehouse. Okay. So... That's a pretty good argument for playing the warehouse. We're guaranteed to have 5. And squirreling into the Haunted Woods attack might not be so great anyway. Although, I mean, we can always pursue again. But I think I'm going to play the warehouse. It's close. So I say we're guaranteed to hit 5, but now... Now we're in an awkward spot. We've got 2 estates down here. We do have the secret passage. We can chuck one of them into the next shuffle, and the other one will miss the shuffle. It's like, if we do this, we do hit our 5. Obviously we should do this so that our opponent doesn't know. Saw magic lamp. Obviously that matters. Yeah, okay, so I think go for Haunted Woods. Yeah, because if we play the Patrician, it's just too likely that we draw an estate, and then we're sad. Wait, we don't have a secret passage. God damn it. Oh, man. I mean, I still think what I did was correct, but I'm just sure. I was planning to buy one, and then I didn't actually do it, and so of course we don't have one. So we pursue here. What are we pursuing? There's no way it makes sense to buy a card in top deck 2 estates. No freaking way. We make 2 estates miss the shuffle. We do make the pouch miss the shuffle, which I actually didn't account for in the lamp pop calculation, but I guess we probably just pursue Haunted Woods. Yeah, that could have been better. That could have been better for sure. And this is awkward. The awkward thing is that we have 5, and we might think we want to buy Haunted Woods, but that's going to hurt our lamp pop chances. Our derpa is almost certainly going to pop lamp. I mean, we're just losing here, I think. Well, yeah. Even though they took the tracker, which I will maintain was not good, being able to open with the Haunted Woods was too strong. So, yeah, we're in serious trouble here. What we could do, actually, is not play the lamp and top deck it and buy a secret passage. I think I like that. You didn't find any wishes? Wow. I never did get that astrolabe, huh? That's probably fine. I was thinking, like, astrolabe will be good to pop the lamp, but with the pouch in the deck, in the Haunted Woods, it's not so necessary. So we're definitely going to be spending one of our wishes on Haunted Woods unless we buy one this turn, which we probably will not do. I imagine we'll be wishing for a gold as well. Maybe we end up wishing for some Emporiums, depending on how this plays out. Oh my god. Oh my god, come on. Oh, no, wait, we have it. We have it. Just kidding. Just kidding. I can't count. No great surprise there. Okay, so we have down there 3 coppers, a secret passage, and a warehouse. Okay. Okay, so I think pursuing the warehouse would make sense. We could go ahead and buy the second Haunted Woods, because we do have 7. Yeah, I think I will do that. Nice. We still, maybe we do want an astrolabe, because one of the reasons is because we want to have plus buy so that we can buy something and then pursue to chuck stuff off the deck. Because, Woods, it's a thing. The Emporium stuff, it's annoying. My opponent has 3 patricians, which makes them much more likely to be able to take Emporium points. Those are like easy actions to get in play, relatively speaking. I would be pretty happy to just like spend all my wishes on Emporiums if that means I got the points for them. I don't know if I'll get that opportunity. Okay, 4th Haunted Woods. I mean, there's definitely some logic to that. There's definitely some logic. It's hard to find your Haunted Woods. I think we lead with Secret Passage here. And keep the estate at the top and then plan to discard it with Warehouse, because that's better than drawing it later. I guess maybe we take the Astrolabe now. We're gonna wish for Haunted Woods. Pretty sad state of affairs. And we've now got 2 Haunted Woods down here, so we're gonna have an extra one. Hooray! Although I guess top decking one isn't that bad off of opponent's Haunted Woods. Maybe a second Warehouse would have been better, actually. I don't know. Than the Astrolabe. Gonna see another Wish as well this turn, but what I'm not gonna see is like the actions to use the wishes to gain Emporiums. So, meh. Pretty sad. If we wish for double gold, we will be able to buy Province. I didn't like trigger a shuffle with a. Yeah. Oh, wait. No. Oh, yeah, no, I did. So I don't have a Haunted Woods down here. Oh. Okay. But I don't have any other things that are going to trigger a shuffle either. Hmm. This is just province pursue, right? Pursue something. No? No pursue? Surprising. No, I do have another 100 woods in here. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. We only have 9. We're not going to be able to discard stuff. Frig. Top decking 100 woods estate is like barely counts as making progress. Oh boy. I'm actually considering wishing for warehouse. Because this is like so gross. Like not having the extra gold could well be a problem. But I don't know what else to do. This is pretty rough. Well. So if we discard all of our coppers, we got 3 coppers in a pouch down there, of which we can see. We can draw with the second Haunted Woods with the Patrician. For what that's worth. I mean, we end up top decking it anyway, but like use the secret passage to set it up is what I mean. So we do hit province that way with a gold, right? Because we see 3 coppers and or the pouch. So I guess that works. Like, it totally doesn't matter that we draw this Haunted Woods. But... whatever, I guess. I don't think I have, like, any advantages over my opponent right now. The same number of warehouses. I have fewer Haunted Woods. I guess I don't have a tracker. That's an advantage. Oh, we didn't find the Astrolabe. Forgot that was down there. Ugh, that would have been a good card to find, so that now we wouldn't have it in our hand. Not having... like, them having an extra province, I guess, is an advantage in a sense, because it's another stop card in their deck, but still. But yeah, we don't have the tracker. That's good. We have the same number of warehouses, same number of secret passages. We have 1 less gold, same number of silvers. They have more patricians. We're just behind. Wow. Okay. Well, that's something. And our turn sure doesn't look much better. We obviously want to top deck all this crap and then pursue the Haunted Woods. Question is, or the problem is, I don't know that we want to open up the Emporiums. Maybe we do. We have the Astrolabe in play. They don't. That's something. We have a lot less of our deck to get through than they do. Why is their deck so much bigger? I don't know. I mean, the hope would be that we can buy like double Emporium this turn and get points for it, and that they can't do that. I don't know how realistic that is. Well, they definitely can't buy two. You can buy one, and they will get points for it. I think I would in their position. It's got to be better than Province, really. So yeah, I may end up losing out here. Hopefully not. Man, I would really prefer that this warehouse be triggering a shuffle, but, well. So we are 1 coin short of hitting 2 of them. I mean, we may well not have the money in our deck for it. Do we even trigger this shuffle, or do we just go? We go like Emporium, Silver. Silver's not as good as gold, but it's something. If we're gonna do that, I guess we could top deck a Secret Passage or a Warehouse. Probably the Secret Passage. Yeah, I think. Is Astrolabe better than Silver? Probably not. Yeah, I think triggering a shuffle here, well, I mean, we'll definitely be able to buy at least the 1 Emporium. Maybe triggering a shuffle is correct. Astrolabe misses a shuffle. 1 Haunted Woods missing the shuffle is fine because we have another one. We just don't have that much shuffle left to get through is the thing. I wonder if I'm actually meant to discard gold here and hope to draw it with one of my 2 Patricians. Probably not. Probably not. Oh, but we can do this. Five, six. Yeah, we'd actually do. Oh, wait. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. We've got enough to do double Emporium. Okay. That is good. Why are you making me choose this game? Like it doesn't. There's no. Is there a situation in which it could matter? Like top deck the no cards that I have in my hand or gain 2 VP chips? Like what? I don't know. Maybe it's just one of those things that we're like it's in enough of an edge case that it's not worth finding. I shouldn't complain too much, but I'm just like it's just funny to me, I guess. To try to imagine like why that order would ever matter. It looks like they're not going to get any Emporium points this turn, so if we can at least take an Emporium on our turn, we can deny them the opportunity to outscore us there, which will be helpful. Although this is a pretty bad hand, so we'll see whether we can even do that. It's hard for us to draw a hand where we can't afford Emporium. Oh my gosh. There's like no way we draw well enough to hit double Emporium here. Yeah, no. Well, we certainly play the Astrolabe. The fact that we didn't hit 5 there is so sad. It's so sad. Like, we definitely cannot buy anything here. Ugh. Jeez. They've got, yeah, a warehouse on top, so we know they're going to have a not completely atrocious turn. I do wonder whether they actually now have too many Haunted Woods and too many warehouses. 3 and 4. Like 3 Haunted Woods seems like a good number. 4 is maybe too many. I don't know. At some point, 4 becomes correct, but... Okay, no pouch. Maybe. They don't... No. Damn it! Why couldn't I have just hit 5 last turn? Like, seriously. Would that have been so much to ask? Was that so unreasonable? Come on. Man. Okay, is this a shuffle we want to trigger? I do believe it is. Do we want to top deck this Haunted Woods? Guess, are we gonna play this warehouse? Yeah, we are. So we might as well hang on to it and decide. 5, 6. 6 is 12. 11 coins. It's pretty reasonable. So we can definitely afford to discard a copper. We probably want to top deck the Haunted Woods. I don't know, maybe I actually would prefer Secret Passage, but whatever. So Secret Cave, Warehouse, Silver, Astrolabe. All of these have got to be better than nothing. Secret Cave is clearly better than nothing, though on a turn where you play Warehouse, it's really hard to take advantage of. But then again, it does let you get rid of the stuff you would be woodsing. I think I will take a Secret Cave. I'm just really annoyed that I couldn't hit 5 that turn, and like, I just those 2 points could really make all the difference. Even if I hadn't gotten the points, just having my opponent not have them would be a lot better. A lot better. Couldn't have drawn like one other measly copper instead of a green card or something. Imagine this is province and then pursue or not, depending on what you think. He's down there. go ahead and do the thing. So we're gonna have to take a duchy at some point here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could top deck Haunted Woods and Warehouse. And buy Province. Then, like, if Derpa buys Province, we have to hit Province Duchy. That is not going to be easy to do. Having the Astrolabe in play will be good. You know what we really need to see, though? The Secret Cave. So I think I'm going to play the Warehouse instead of holding on to it. Okay. Ah, this is annoying. But I think we do it this way. Like, we really want to get the Astrolabe in play too. And if we have to buy Duchy this turn instead of Province, that's fine. Top decking a Province is not fine. Like, seriously? Gah! Order. But that's what I'm gonna do. Oh my god. Oh no. I guess the problem with this plan is that now there's still 3 provinces left, which means they buy Province. If I buy Province Duchy, then they can buy Province again. Doesn't really work very well. But if I had bought Province, then I needed to hit yeah, it just, I needed to see my cards in a different order. I needed to see the Secret Cave earlier in the shuffle, is mostly what it comes down to. Province Pursue. Maybe if that Secret Cave is a silver, I'm in better shape right now. I would have had 3 extra coins, 5 extra coins. I would have had 11 coins. No, not really. That wouldn't have been better. But yeah, this is now very awkward because I can't take Province, which means I have to take yet more duchies, which is going to make things that much harder. You took a state? That surprises me. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Like, really? God. Oh, you know what? No, we can't do this. I was looking at just the Haunted Woods being like that. No, we can't do this. This is horrendous. I can't freaking believe this. What do we do? We buy a state and then pursue. I mean, we're second player. We can afford a tie. Like, I don't mind that. So we don't need an estate. So we could buy something more useful. What would that be? Secret Passage? I guess. Yes. It's about time that our opponent had a bad turn. Doesn't seem like it's happening. Feels like it should. They haven't really had one. No, they did have one. They had one where all they did was play Haunted Woods. Okay, I take it back. I've had more, for sure. I've had more. Which is really annoying. Because I don't actually think my deck is chunkier than theirs. Okay, oh, we don't have plus buy. Oh no! Okay, we found plus buy. We need to take double duchy. Absolutely need to take double duchy. And then we need our opponent to miss province, which they totally aren't gonna do. And then we need to take double duchy again. And then we need them to miss province again. And yeah, this is just like so hopeless. But if we're like not at the point where the secret cave is even doing anything really, so I think we actually discard it. Oh my god. I think we have a warehouse down here. But maybe we played 2 warehouses. Yeah, we totally did. We have a secret passage. I mean, I've been behind this whole game, like, in ways that I don't think I really had much ability to do anything about, so it's not too surprising that I'm losing. I do feel like that has been compounded with having surprisingly bad draws compared to my opponent, but yeah, there was just no. Oh, I didn't update the score correctly, but now it's 2-2, and we go to game 5. Okay, sorry. I think I said earlier that I win the tie in the last game. That's not true. I go first in the last game. That's what's true. All right, so yet another no trashing game? Dang. We're gonna want a bunch of archives, fishing villages, rangers, monkeys. There is a lot of draw, so like maybe it works out. We want armory. I think we do want armory, actually. I think we go dungeon armory. I do want archive. I do want to hit 5 for archive, but it's not super urgent. Armory actually has synergy with Vassal too, for what that's worth. I mean, that might actually be our primary payload here, in addition to our starting coppers. And fishing village, I guess. Maybe a relic. Like, I mean, having vassals when you don't have trashing is, like, definitely debatable. But we do have the armory synergy, and it's a card that armory can gain. And What else am I trying to say? We'll have a lot of terminal space, a lot of villages on the board, so. Speaking of villages, do we want to take a village now? Like, I'm thinking that maybe I would rather top deck a village. We could take, I mean, honestly, we could take a second armory. That wouldn't be actually ridiculous. Second armory. Yeah, I think I'm done for second armory. Maybe this is too much. That really sucks. Bottom deck the dungeon. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take. I want a fishing village or do I want a farming village? I think a fishing village. That way, if my armories collide, I get to play them both. Alright, it is time to get some draw going. Does that mean monkey or does that mean ranger? I think given our opponent hasn't taken armory, it means ranger. And we will look, so our armories did collide. We will definitely be top decking farming village here, or fishing village, either one. Maybe fishing village. Maybe we just go to fishing village dungeon, actually. Okay, now they do take an armory. Let's get another fishing village. And another, not another is the wrong word. Well, no, I guess if we're taking dungeon, that is not the wrong word. Yeah, let's take a dungeon. We want to take another ranger already. I think I do. Because that way we will get a ranger activation during this shuffle. We need to watch out for our opponent taking monkey. Yeah, so I think now I'm probably primarily going to go for farming villages. Although, if I'm in this situation where I don't know I have a fishing village coming in, maybe go for fishing village. Well, this is a little bit awkward, although we have the fishing village in play, so it's, I guess it's not. We could draw both of our armories dead, but hopefully we just don't do that. Okay, well, or we can do that. Yeah, I think I want farming village now. Although third ranger wouldn't be crazy either. Oh, there's delay. Oh ho. Did I miss that earlier? I don't think I had any terminal collision earlier. So third ranger, we have a dungeon in play, so we know we're going to get to see the cards we top deck. So actually, no, that's not how that. No, it is how that. Yeah, we can armory for the 2 cards, so we can. But we don't have the token flipped in the right direction, so that doesn't so much help. Hmm. I think I am going to take the Ranger. We don't really need the terminal space this turn, and if we find a second Ranger, then that looks pretty good. Although I guess we're kind of guaranteed not to, aren't we? Hmm. Maybe we just take a Ranger and flip the token, and then we have it in the right orientation with 4 Rangers, which is pretty good. We can certainly also consider taking a Monkey this turn. Maybe that is what I should do. Take Ranger Monkey. Buy a farming village, probably. So I'm gonna go, yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna take Ranger. We're gonna take Monkey. And we're gonna buy. We have 4 Rangers. Yeah, we're gonna buy a farming village. I'm actually starting to think I never get Archive here. I will take Relic at some point, but... do we want Armory before we play... Well, I guess we might as well... Well, no, because Farming Village skips junk. Do we want Armory first? We could... What do we want Armory for? That's the thing. I guess Monkey... Yeah, let's do this first. That is maybe too many Rangers, but... Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to take another Monkey. Dungeon. We just discard this Ranger, and because we're just going to flip the token anyway. Although we could delay it. Actually, that's probably way better. Yeah, that's got to be way better. What am I saying? Oh, I could discard the dungeon. I don't really want to play. I could delay that too. Although I'm gonna have 3 buys. I mean, I guess I could buy Relic. Play Monkey, play Ranger, delay Dungeon. That, yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, it's wasting 2 coins, but that's not a huge deal. Ranger, Monkey, Relic. Feeling pretty good right now, I must say. We did get another fishing village in play, did we not? Yes, we did. Excellent. Keep doing that every turn. Obviously, that'll be good. This first, and this. Then play Ranger. Dungeon. Okay. So, it might be time to start taking some vassals. Armory for vassal, draw it. Armory for farming village, vassal the farming village. Do we care about drawing all those cards that we discarded? Or do we just delay even more rangers? We certainly want to flip the token back over. Oh, the buys don't really work out, do they? Yeah, the buys don't really work out. We want to do more delay stuff. We kind of need more rangers. Maybe we delay one ranger. Buy one ranger and play a ranger, buy a ranger. Do we want? The idea, we have 5 rangers, so the token starts flipped. Play one, so we go unflip, flip, like draw, don't draw, draw, don't draw, delay. So 5 rangers is a good number. Okay. And then the question is, do we want just like a gold? Or do we want to take more deck control? If we take another farming village, we can do more like vassal-y things. So I think I prefer that. Piles aren't super low yet, but seize the day. We need to keep that in mind. I'm really surprised derpa hasn't taken a monkey yet. I am gaining a bunch of cards every turn. I mean, I guess maybe then I need to draw. I don't know. I think our goal this turn, if possible, is to get our armory for vassal twice. And we're probably ready at that point to start greening. We'll have, I don't know, a good number of coins. We had 11 last turn, but it should actually be more than that because we discarded some. So that we might be able to draw this turn now that we have the extra ranger. I would actually be potentially interested in taking those last two rangers if they're still there, because like we can't really add more draw otherwise unless we're willing to go for archive, and archive has the potential to kind of mess up our deck. I mean, it's not like it's a bad card, but it has the potential to like screw up the balance. Like if it sets aside like our fishing village, our monkey, I don't know, just there's a lot of stuff that it could do that would potentially be undesirable. Okay, so monkey, do that. Well, so if we do farming village first, we armory for vassal. Actually, I guess we want to do another farming village first. Maybe we want to play the dungeon too. We need to find. If we armory for vassal, play vassal. We do still have an action left. It's just a little dicey. Like maybe we go fishing village vassal instead of double vassal. I'm sorry, farming village vassal. Yeah, that feels safer doing that. Farming village vassal. To play that on the fishing village. Okay. I don't think there's any way that this goes poorly. We have the option here to delay a farming village as well. Yeah, piles still aren't low enough for Seas to like really make sense, I don't think. Province. We could take a gold. We don't need 4 buys, right? We might as well delay this farming village. Honestly, though, I'm kind of tempted to take those last 2 rangers. One more fishing village. Or 2 more fishing villages. Fishing village, ranger, ranger. That is lowering piles. We have 3 fishing villages, 5 farming villages. Our opponent possibly end that, like... Yeah, they probably could. I probably shouldn't do that. Probably take, like, a fishing village. So, let's take a province. We could go fishing village, farming village. And then, pick up another fishing village next turn. Or not. Whatever. Farming village is not affected by relic. Interesting. So yeah, the idea is I want to now maybe have 2 fishing villages per turn rather than 1. That's kind of my reasoning. So I take the fishing village now, and maybe I just buy another one next turn or something. I don't know. I don't think there's any way my opponent can take a lead or even like get a province and empty while seizing. I just don't think they have the payload. They don't have the vassals that I do, so like their payload is 3 coins from Fishing Village, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 coins. I mean, if they can do it, I guess that would be... I guess taking Farming Village, Fishing Village was basically lowering piles just as much as Double Ranger. I probably shouldn't have done that. But still, even if they seize and buy province here, like there's no way they're getting that many cards. So, and they've lowered piles now, so I might be able to run it out. Or maybe I just take multiple provinces. I don't know. We'll see. I guess they didn't draw all their money either. Some of it may be set aside, I guess. I mean, it's 2 coppers. It's not a huge difference, but... Well, they did take a monkey this time. Okay, so that's perhaps notable, perhaps not at this point. Maybe it doesn't matter. There is also potentially armory for armory stuff. I don't know that we have the plus actions for that. If we take... They take province, and then we do like double province seize, double province... Maybe we can do double province seize, triple province. That would be pretty game-winning, I imagine. Well, they're not even buying province. They bought a fishing village. Okay. Oh, whoops. I did that wrong. We're definitely going to play both of these. I want to see if I can find my other armory. All right. So there's 2 lines here. One line is to go for the pile out. We need 8 cards. We go for the pile out. The cards to take now are fishing villages because we get them into play. They give us money, and then, like, you know, nothing. They're not stop cards next turn. They still give us money, so it's just increasing our payload. I have to think we can do it. Like, it would be so surprising if we couldn't. So we play Armory for Fishing Village. Then we Vassal to play the Fishing Village. And then we play the Rangers. Now we Armory for another one. And now this means that, like, we can take the Rangers with impunity because we're gonna have a million actions next turn. We discarded 2 cards here, so like, but it's got to be better to play the dungeon than to not. Oh, right, never mind. Right, we draw the, yeah, it's all fine. Okay, we do that. We end actions. I mean, I guess there's an argument. No, there's no argument. We have to delay a Ranger. Play a Ranger, and we buy Ranger. Ranger, Seas, and Farming Village, I guess. Don't think it really matters. I mean, we definitely have it already. I should just... whatever. Click, 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 click. Alright, yeah, I mean, I should have just ended turn, but I wanted to click. Clicky, clicky, click. That is a recent GG, I think. I'm gonna go with yes, it is. I didn't miss one earlier. I didn't see it pop up just now, but close one. But yeah. This, I think. Yeah, I think that the key. Honestly, I'm totally fine. I tend to try not to play this late, just like as like a. I don't want to get in the habit of committing to staying up late. But in practice, I always stay up late anyway, so it doesn't matter. So when you're playing against somebody from Australia and the mods give you less than a week to finish your matches, you do what you can. 10 p.m. isn't that bad for me. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, I think the key here was that I was saying at the beginning I thought archive would be relevant, but I kind of changed my mind over the course of the game, and I think that was the right approach. Like armory, getting the early armory and just getting more stuff into the deck rather than going for the archives, I think was just a lot stronger. Like having gains was the key thing that I had going for me that my opponent did not. They did eventually get armories and rangers so that they had more gains, but it took them a while, and those turns where they were just like buying archive, and then like playing archive and like, seeing most of their deck, but the deck wasn't like doing that much. And because there were lots of good cheap cards to take, like my deck was doing a lot more in terms of like, play 2 armories or play an armory or 2, gain some 3s and 4s, and then, play, some coins and maybe buy a couple more cards. And they didn't get the monkeys for a long time too, which was surprising. But yeah, I think that was like skipping archive here it's surprising when like you have a no trashing board when you want to skip archive, but yeah, I think this was an example of that. Anyway, so I will be advancing. I have no idea who I'll be playing against, or when that will be happening. But thanks for watching, and I do have another league match tomorrow, so until then.